Good morning, everyone. It's finally Friday, y'all, and I know y'all have been waiting for this day this whole week, and I assume many of you guys are looking forward to spending the night cooling off the heat from, of course, the week, of course. Now, to cool off the summer heat, I believe many of you guys are drinking lots of carbonated sodas and colas. However, I think it's time for you to try and quit drinking them. Now, recently it was reported that having one less bottle of soda or cola every day lowers the percentage of getting diabetes by 25%. Now, if you have soda drinks habitually, it might lead to you having fats and diabetes because of too much sugar that you get from them. Therefore, I suggest you guys rather drink water or, if you like fruity beverages, maybe some juices rather than sodas themselves. Now, with that being said, we're going to cool you off with the first song. We got Kelsey Ballerini with Love Me Like You Mean It. That was Kelsey Ballerini with Love Me Like You Mean It right there. And right now, you guys are tuning in to What's Poppin' with your boy Brian Jew on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how to get in contact with us? It's pretty simple stuff. If you got a Kakao account at TBS efm as a plus friend, and you can message us for free. If you're on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin', that's what you need to follow. And also, if you got an email, shout out or any questions, the address is efmpoppin@gmail.com. And those of you interested in our playlist, come check it out on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. And also check out TBS EFM digital magazine that features TBS EFM's highlight content on audio and video. Y'all can download for free from iTunes Store or Google Play, and it's also now available on digital magazine portal Tapsin. Alrighty, everyone, it's now time for today's pick. And today, I brought news about somebody I love listening to, Mr. John Legend, one of the most beloved American singers out there. Now, if you know him better than other music listeners, you might know that he also has featured for a soundtrack album for a film called 12 Years a Slave about 2 years ago. Well, it's said that he'll be handling music for another similar TV series called Underground that will be aired next year on WGN America. Now, it's told that the series is going to be about Southern slaves fighting for their freedom. According to WGN America, Legend and his production company will be in charge of the score and soundtrack for the show. The Legend stated that he believes the story of the people brave enough to risk everything for freedom will be inspirational. Now, the singer has a history of winning an Oscar this year for the song Glory from the civil rights movie Selma, which makes him more appropriate for the job. If you haven't seen the film, I heard it had great acting, great production. I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it hopefully this week. Now, the drama will be produced based in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and actors Aldous Hodge, Journey Smollett-Bell, and Christopher Meloni will be starring in the series as well. And I think it's a great thing that Legend does this type of stuff. He really wants to spread his music through film and TV shows, and he's such a gifted, talented guy for movies and TV shows like this, based on true stories and to educate people about the isolation from society from back in the day. So, good big ups to you, Mr. John Legend, for doing this. And we're going to play a song for you guys right now. This is from a previous soundtrack, of course, like I said, 12 Years a Slave. Great film. This is Mr. John Legend called Move. That was Move by John Legend featuring Fink. It was included in the soundtrack album for 12 Years a Slave. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, it's a great film, and this was released back in 2013. Now, it starts with staccato sounds of an acoustic guitar, and the song goes on mainly based on the sounds of the instrument. Now, the film's about Solomon Northup, a New York State-born, free African-American man who was kidnapped in Washington, D.C. and sold into slavery for 12 years. The memoir-based film won the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture and drama as well. So if you haven't seen the film, go check it out. The acting is done so superbly, and the music, the soundtrack is amazing as well. Now we're going to move on to two more songs coming your way. The first song is by Jay Sean Jameson, and after that by Chrisette Michele with Unsaid. You just listened to Unsaid by Chrisette Michele. Now, it's a track from her album Let Freedom Reign that was released back in 2010. Now, it's a powerful R&B song that asks a significant other to lead the singer without saying a word because it's better left unsaid. And before that, we had Jameson by Jay Sean. It was included in his album The Mistress, which was released last year. Now, it's one of Sean's signature songs in the album, which features Sean's sweet vocals well blended with hey, hey sounds that go on throughout the song. Alrighty, time is flying by. We got the last song for the first segment, of course. The last song for the first segment is by Brooke Frazier. The song's called C.S. Lewis Song. Welcome back, y'all, to the second half of What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3 on this Friday. Y'all need to get ready because guess what? We can have Joe Park in the studio for Chop, Loop, and Reverse It. So if you guys want to find out about great sampling music, keep it right here. But for now, a word from our sponsors. Oh, shit. Yeah, y'all, it is Friday, which means we got Mr. Joe Park in the studio right now for the second half. What's up, Joe?
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Yes, I did. You look like you lost some weight, though.
I got fat?
No. You lost some weight.
I lost some weight.
And you got a bit of a tan, maybe. I don't know.
You know, I worked out a little bit more, as in I did more cardio, high-intensity stuff, try to, lean down a little bit because Juani and I, rumor has it, might be coming out with new material soon. So, of course, we have to take pictures and stuff, so I try to tone down a little bit. And, of course, in America, when I'm there, it's easier for me to focus on eating right.
Yeah, the more, yeah.
Because at restaurants, they have that kind of diet menu.
Yeah.
You don't have to have all the carbs and stuff. So I cut that down a little bit. I just had a blast in America. And it's good to be back, though. I'm great. I'm grateful that I'm here still doing my thing.
Good to have you back.
Did you get to work with Randy last week?
Yes, I did.
Okay. He's fun to work with.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Runk. He's a little bit more ghetto-fied than I am. Right? A little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit, I guess.
Okay. That's what I heard. But Randy, I ain't hating on you, man. You my boy.
Yeah.
Be good. But right now, enough talk about me. Enough talk about Randy. We're here to talk about Joe and his Chop, Loop, and Reverse It segment.
Right.
All right. First artist is...
I'm going to continue on with my DJ series.
You're doing DJ series?
Yeah. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been focusing on some DJs and electronic music.
Okay.
So the artist I brought in today is Steve Angelo.
Okay, Steve Angelo.
Yep. And the song is called Miami Nice.
Oh, okay. I know what he's doing right there. Do you know why it's Miami Nice?
No, I don't actually.
Because a long time ago, there was a TV series in America called Miami Vice.
Ah, yes, I heard that.
I think he's playing off awards right there.
Oh, creative.
Rhymes and everything.
Yeah, so this song was released in 2003 off of the album Tracks. And his full name, I like bringing the full names.
Okay.
Steve Angel Josefson Fragogiannis.
Steve, you don't have to say Angel. Isn't it Angel? Steve Angel?
No.
Josefson. Where's he from? Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Steve Angel Josefson Fragogian. Okay, I can't say the name. I'm looking at the name right now, y'all, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
that's a hard name right
he's
there.
a Greek and Swedish DJ, record producer, and record label owner.
Okay.
And he was also a member of the Swedish House Mafia with Axwell and Sebastian Ingrosso.
Okay.
And he was originally a turntablist fusing hip-hop and breakbeats back in the day. And then he got into electronic music in his late teens.
Okay.
And Angelo discovered house music through the club scene in Stockholm. Have you ever been to Stockholm?
I've never been to Stockholm.
Wow, it's a beautiful city.
Now, of course, Steve Angelo, we're
Yep.
talking about him right now because he used another track to come up with his track.
Yes,
so
he
let's
did.
take a listen to the sample right now. Yes, that was a sample that we just heard right there. It was who?
Imagination.
Okay.
And the song's called Flashback.
Flashback.
Yeah, so you guys heard the track, and that's the track that was basically sampled in the song by Steve Angelo.
Okay.
And this song was originally released off of their debut album, Body Talk, in 1981.
Ooh, a long time ago.
And
okay.
yeah, and it is one of the earliest albums of its genre to have a distinctive British sound as opposed to being an attempt to recreate like American, Motown and stuff like that. Like they tried to make their own British thing.
So they kept it British, didn't they?
Yes.
Sorry, y'all.
And
Sorry, y'all.
Imagination was a three-piece band who came to prominence in the early 80s. And they're one of like the first black soul groups.
Okay.
In Europe, actually. Usually they're all in America, but in British, in Britain, they're one of the first ones. And so they had 28 hits. No, wait. They had hits in 28 countries. My bad.
But still 28 hits. If you think about it.
Yes, it is.
28 countries. Okay.
And earning 4 platinum discs, 9 gold discs, and more than a dozen silver discs.
Wow.
And in 1981, the trio took a demo tape with a track called Body Talk.
All right.
And it was released in April 1981 as a single under the group Imagination.
Oh.
And their biggest hit to date was called Just an Illusion. And this has been sampled by other artists as well. And in 1992, the band split up and John went back into acting. And Ashley Ingram continued his career as a songwriter for Desiree. And so back in the day, I actually interned under Ashley Ingram, who was one of the original members.
You did?
Yeah. Before I came...
Really?
Yeah, before I came here. That's where I kind of learned all my music. And so he's the guy who wrote...
Look at that, y'all. Y'all tuning in
be...
right now? He's showing off.
No, I'm just saying that when I was researching this, like, oh, there's a perfect connection right here.
Okay.
And you know that song, You Gotta Be, by Desiree?
I gotta hear it again.
You gotta be
you gotta be wiser.
Yeah. So that was his number one hit, and then I was fortunate enough to meet him. But I don't know, it's small world.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Well, with no further ado, since we're talking about Steve Angelo, we got to check out the song right now. The song is called Miami Nice. That was Miami Nice by Steve Angelo right there.
Yep.
Good song.
Yes, sir.
DJs be ripping it these days, though.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was always pop artists that made it big on the charts and stuff like that. But I feel like DJs, a lot of people don't know what they look like, but they come up with some great tracks. And they get to work with amazing artists, too.
Yeah, and these days, the fans, they want to get with, they're all into interactive music, man. They want to go to the festivals. They want to go party. They want to feel live, you know?
Back in the day, you'd want to go to a Madonna concert, a Michael Jackson concert, a Bruce Springsteen concert.
Yeah.
Now it's like everybody wants to go to these festivals, 3-day, Woodstock related type concerts, what do you call it, Global Gathering, Ultra Music Festival, all these music festivals happening around the world. And what do you do when you get there? You just get drunk. I've been there 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm just it's cool. And all of a sudden, hour 4 comes up. You're like, all right, I have 4 hours of doom, 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 EDM and house music. And it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, it does.
And trying to do that for 2 or 3 days. Man, my body can't handle it. It's not even being old. It's just the human body can only take so much music and alcohol.
That's right. You got to watch your ears, your hearing and stuff,
Your hearing's going to go out. You need to keep rehydrating yourself. Drink a lot of water.
That's right.
Because alcohol ain't going to help you. It is hot. Not only is it hot, I landed in Korea on Sunday night. And I get out of the plane. And the moment I walk into the little, what do you call it? The thing that connects the plane to the actual airport.
Yeah.
The little, what do you call that?
What do you call it? The arm? I don't know.
The bridge
the hub,
thing.
The
hub bridge thing. I don't know what the name of it's called. But there's the little crack between the plane and that area.
Yeah,
and
you automatically feel it.
It's so humid. And Korea is so humid right now.
Yeah.
And I have some friends planning on coming to Korea to visit. And I told them, I was like, yo, don't come this month. Y'all better wait a whole month before you come to Korea when the humidity dies down a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, at least the rainy season, all that stuff's over, I think.
See, my timing was perfect. I stayed out of the country for that.
Yeah, I
was so happy.
But then you drop now where it's the hottest now, so.
It's all good. That's what the air conditioning's for. I ain't going outside. So, anyways, we're moving on to the next DJ. And who is it?
Benny Benassi.
Yes, big name right there. Everybody knows who that is.
And featuring T-Pain, the song's called Electro Man.
Okay.
And this song was released in 2011 off of his third studio album, Electro Man. And Marco Benny Beltrami Benassi is an Italian DJ and record producer, and he's best known for his 2002 summer club hit, Satisfaction. And
Satisfaction. That one, or is it, what song is that?
I'm not really sure either.
Yeah, I gotta rehear all his music. So many DJs have so many hits, you're like, is it that one or that one?
Yeah, and also other DJs, they remix other hits from other DJs.
Yeah, right. So Benny Benassi, remixed by Zed, remixed by Skrillex. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you got to kind of trail it back to who the original is. But
exactly. It's so hard to find that out.
Yes, and he is a native of Milan, and in 2001, he released his first hit under the name KMC.
Alrighty.
Called I Feel So Fine with vocals by Danny. And The track first climbed the charts in Italy and then soon became a number one hit in the UK on the UK club charts.
Alrighty.
And he moved from house to electro. And this one song, Satisfaction, took Benassi's success worldwide, and it led him to working with other big DJs like Carl Cox, Darren Emerson, and Roger Sanchez. And he's released 5 albums so far. And
I still think the Satisfaction song is a song that I'm thinking of. Touch me, satisfaction.
Yeah, probably
that's the only song that I know with that lyric in there.
Yeah.
So
that means he did a good job.
He did a good job because that played in Korea all the. No, remember it was in the Korean commercials and stuff like that, like cell phone commercials, beer commercials. I mean, the song blew up.
He must have made bank.
Wow. Oh, Benny Benassi probably just sitting on
he's chilling on
spinners in his car and everything. Anyway, we're talking about Benny Benassi's song because he used it to sample. Well, actually, he used another song to sample for his song, of course. So we're going to take a listen to the sample right now.
I am electro girl. Sailing along on a perspective, crystal moccasin bionic trees. I am electro boy. I am electro girl.
Alrighty, we just heard the sample right there that Benny Benassi used, and the sample is what?
The song by The Mighty Boosh. And
The Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
And the song's called Electro Boy.
Okay.
And the song was released in 2004 off the album The Mighty Boosh Series 1. And The Mighty Boosh, they're not like a regular band or anything like that. They're a British comedy troupe featuring comedians Julian Barratt and Noel Fielding. They have a total of 20 TV episodes for BBC Three, and they have 2 live tours recorded as well. And in June 2013, it was confirmed that the Mighty Boosh would reunite for a U.S. festival called Festival Supreme in October 2013. And various members of the Mighty Boosh have appeared in a number of different comedy series, including Nathan Barley, Snuffbox, and I'm not too familiar with these names because I'm not into like British comedy really. But,
you racist?
No.
British comedy is funny.
Yes, I haven't seen too much.
You know, like The Office, that's originally from the UK.
Yes, I know that. Mm-hmm. Nice accent.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, they had 3 stage shows, and they called it the Mighty Boosh, Arctic Boosh, and Auto Boosh. And with the success of Auto Boosh, a radio series with commission.
It just sounds so funny when you say it. I'm sorry.
They were commissioned by BBC, and later on, they were given a half-hour TV pilot of the same name.
Okay.
With Auto Boosh. And they have released 2 audio CDs and 8 DVDs so far. And they've also released a book as well in 2008 called The Mighty Book. The Mighty Book of Boosh. Yeah, maybe saying book as book.
That's what I was like. The Mighty Book of Boosh.
Anyways, yes.
Alrighty, well, he just dropped some knowledge for you guys right now about the Mighty Boosh Electro Boy. But we got to get back on track, and we're talking about Benny Benassi featuring T-Pain. And the song we're going to play for you guys right now is called Electro Man. That was Benny Benassi featuring T-Pain with Electro Man. I had to do that.
Yeah,
T-Pain, all that crazy autotune right there.
That's right.
But it is time to wrap up our show for today. But thank you, Joe Park, for bringing in some great DJ tracks.
Always my pleasure, everyone.
Yes. And hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Don't go too cray-cray with all the alcohol and stuff like that. Like I said, if you're dehydrated, try to keep away from the sodas and the colas and try to keep to drinking a lot of water.
Yes, sir.
You know, nothing, just natural fluids are the best thing to do.
That's right.
And with that said, it is time to wrap up our show, but don't be too sad because I'll be back tomorrow at 9:05. And the last song for our show is by Rashawn Patterson. The song is called Making Love. And on behalf of TBS EFM's What's Poppin', this is Brian Jew and
Joe Park.
We signing off. Peace.